Hey, welcome to Golfing Around. I'm here in beautiful Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on a fall day at the venerable Willie Parks design at the Chartiers Country Club. You know, this impressive golf course, Scottish flavor, Scottish fill, Scottish bunkers. You know, Chartiers Country Club is going through some renovations. So we've stopped by today to talk to the staff and some of the members here at the club to learn about, well, what's going to become great is going to become simply perfect.
This is our practice area that was designed by Arthur Hills, I believe in 1994. Several years ago before that, we just had nothing but a kind of a chipping area and no real structure to it at all. So we owned this property, and we asked Mr. Hills to go ahead and design us a little 6-green complex with some practice bunkers, as well as a deep bunker, a smaller bunker, but also 6 target greens. I think the max distance is about 105 yards. And you'd be surprised how many people look at this area, and members come up here late at night, and we have a great chipping area around behind us. But also it's a nice feather in our cap that Oakmont, when they were designing their short game area, came to look at ours. And we've had several clubs that come out to look and see what we do here or have done here in the past, and it's been nice. It's a nice feather in our cap. Yeah, we're just going to take a look today at what Chartiers has been doing over the last couple of years. A complete bunker redo, added some bunkers, took some bunkers out, pretty much stayed the same with the number of bunkers that we started with. And this year we now took on a project to square off all of our tee boxes, as well as add a few back tees, but also put in some forward tees for some of our older players, so to speak, to shorten the golf course for them. Well, this is for example, this is one of our new tee boxes that we added. The hole from here, yardage wise, plays about 220, but it's downhill, so it sounds a lot longer than it actually is. But originally our hole would be over, our tee box is down to the left. So this is, to me, just a much more aesthetically pleasing view of just a great par 3. And then you'll see it in June if you came here. The rhododendrons in the back are just absolutely gorgeous. Kind of see where there was a bunker there before, right in line with that big tree. There was a bunker, so obviously as far as the golf balls are going, all we decided to do was make it a harder layup. So we moved the bunkers all forward and added these 2 up on the left of the hole as the hole plays.
So the concept is keep it in the fairway.
100%.
Then you've got to go to work around the greens.
And it's a risk reward. If you fan it out to the right, obviously you're going to be below the green, which is a very difficult shot. And if you come over a shot, you're going to be in these bunkers, which makes it a hard bunker shot. The biggest thing with why we did the redo of the tees is because over a course of time, when tees are round, you lose the edges. And so all of a sudden now, especially on par 3s, you lose a lot of tee space. And we do probably 22,000 rounds a year, so par 3 spaces, tee spaces are very valuable. So they get beat up throughout the course of the year. So we've laser leveled them, made them bigger, squared them off. So now we're using the entire tee box. And also, like I said earlier, we're moving tees forward to help some of our lesser skilled players, players who don't hit the ball as far as they used to, just so they can enjoy the game a lot more.
And for the younger players, you're moving it back because they boom the ball so far.
Well, yeah, like our 15th hole, which we'll show you in a little bit, is we've moved. It took the tree out that was really not in play for any of our younger players, our more skilled players. We've added some. So we're going to add some step bunkers onto the right. So if you want to go ahead and challenge those bunkers, I think the last bunker will be about a 295-yard carry off the tee, which some guys can do, but a lot of guys can't. So if you want to challenge that, go ahead. If you could be a risk or reward type thing. So we're setting up to be prettier, but also a little bit more difficult for some of our more skilled players and guys that hit the ball so far right now.
And Joe, time frame from the beginning, you started moving earth on that tee box on number 13.
We started the project in the beginning of September, and they're going to be out of here by Thanksgiving, is what they're saying. Everything will be done. We're already playing, I think, at least 7 new tee boxes that they started in September. We're already playing those holes right now.
Wow.
So it's been it's been a good fall. The weather's been terrific. So these guys work. Aspen works every day pretty much. So they want to get in and out of here so they can get to another project.
First off, I'd like to introduce Ben Hewitt, our golf course superintendent, and Steve Belton, our assistant superintendent. They're both been very instrumental and hands-on on the project from start to finish. Our role is basically supervisory. Aspen is doing 100% of the work. Excavation, shaping, irrigation, you name it, they're doing it. So on all the tees we're installing, we're revising all the irrigation. We have a lot of fine fescue around the perimeters of our tees. and our objective is to keep the water on the tee surface and not water the fine fescue. It'll just help with keeping weed pressure down. So all the irrigation is being re-ran to just hit the tee tops and none of the surrounding fine fescue. So as you can see right here, they're just rerouting the irrigation, adding couplers so we can plug in with hoses, and that's about it.
No, that's fine. What do your members have to say about the redesign so far? Was that a hard convince, a hard sell?
No, I think if you look at everything we've done over the last 5 years, it's kind of, I don't want to say it's selling itself, but the quality of the work so far with the bunkers and rebuilding greens has been really good, and it's increased our membership. I think the membership sees the value, the return on these investments. Obviously, we've chosen to do these investments via assessment, which nobody likes, but keeps the debt away, and you know, it's just adding to the value of our golf course.
The POA bent mix, mutt mix. There's some ryegrass sprinkled in here as well, but it's mostly POA and bent grass. It's the predominant grass type of this area. We prefer our POA. It struggles in the fairways at times, but makes a great putting surface. But for the most part, the fairways are a POA bent mix.
How many cuts do you have around the greens?
So there's the greens height, there's the collar, there's a step cut or a one pass around, and then a rough height beyond that. And then way outside of that is fine fescue native, so 6.
Jove, what's going on here?
Well, here we are on our new 15th green side. This is going to be a green side bunker on our 15th hole. We're putting step bunkers in the fairway, but we're also reducing the size of the green and also lowering the green. It got to a point where the green was so big, but we only had maybe 25% of the entire green was cuppable, meaning where we could put pins, because our green speeds probably get to about 12 or so, and probably in the fall or even quicker. So when greens get that fast, you lose a lot of places where you can put pins to make it fair for our members.
And what hole was this?
This is hole number 15.
Hole number 15. So what, if you can walk this way, walk in maybe into the dirt.
So this is
Tell me what's going on.
This will be, there was no bunker on this hole until about 2 weeks ago. So now, yeah, this is going to be the greenside bunker, just said earlier. And if you come on up this way, you'll see they're starting to go ahead and sod the green in already. So what they do, the old green, they just kind of cut it like a puzzle. They took the turf out, took the turf off, had it laying over here on tarps, and now they're putting the green back. So this is going to be our 15th green here pretty shortly.
Now, for the folks that don't understand the building of a bunker, or maybe you don't even, what's the process from here with the liners?
We don't do the billy bunker, so there's no concrete. They're just going to have drainage, there'll be gravel, and then we'll add sand to it. Drainage is big. Yeah, you want to make sure that the green side bunkers, even fairway bunkers, have proper drainage.
The 7th is perhaps the signature hole at Chartiers. Playing 210 yards, this strong par 3 is played over a valley into a well-bunkered reverse redan green. Any shot landing short of the front bunker will almost certainly roll back to the bottom of the hill, leaving a blind second into an elevated green. Fly your ball too far into the green, and a shallow swale awaits, leaving a tricky pitch. The only hole on the golf course without a single bunker, the 15th is a challenging par 4 that plays longer than the 399 yards listed on the scorecard. The tee shot plays slightly downhill to a fairway that slopes from left to right. A large oak tree just right of the fairway must be avoided, but drives pulled too far left risk being blocked out by trees. From the fairway, players will face an uphill, semi-blind second into a very undulated green, requiring precision on their approach. A word to the wise, stay below the hole in the green. The 15th features some of the fastest putts at Chartiers.